I made life a living hell for Raymond after I realized he was cheating on me with a girl called Tiffany. Raymond barely has my time. He refused eating my food. He doesn't touch me anymore. At first I thought it was work, but thanks to my private investigator, I knew everything within 3 days. Revenge is best served silent, with a smile on your face and peace in your soul. I made him to understand that a woman's revenge comes powerful and heartbreaking. Before I continue, I want to say a big thank you to everyone supporting this channel. Your likes, comments add value to this channel. Please do well to subscribe and hit on notifications. Thank you. We shall continue now. They say every successful woman has a secret. Mine was that I slept beside a stranger. From the outside, people envied my life. Cheryl Watson, the businesswoman who conquered Los Angeles real estate with nothing but grit and a dream. I had the kind of life people posted on vision boards. A beachside home in Malibu, a closet full of designer shoes, and a husband that looked like he stepped out of a men's fashion magazine. But behind closed doors, something stank. And no, I'm not talking about the garbage that Raymond suddenly refused to take out. I mean a real, gut-deep stench. The kind that doesn't come from dirty laundry, it comes from dirty lies. Raymond used to be my everything. Charming, supportive, always present. But lately, he was never home. He claimed he was working late, attending emergency business meetings, and flying out for networking events. But every excuse began to sound like the same tired lie wearing different clothes. At first, I made excuses for him. He's just stressed, I told myself. He's being a provider. But then he started skipping dinner, my dinners. I'd spend hours preparing his favorites: rosemary chicken, spicy stir-fry, or garlic butter salmon. He'd walk in late, glance at the food, wrinkle his nose and say, "I'm not really hungry," or worse, "I already ate." Already ate. I'm not dumb. I've closed million-dollar deals. I can read contracts with a fine-tooth comb. So I started reading my own marriage, and the fine print didn't look good. The perfume clinging to his shirts wasn't mine. The hotel key I found in his jacket pocket didn't match any reservation I had booked. The sudden gym membership, new cologne, and fresh haircuts weren't for my benefit. Then came the slip-up I couldn't ignore. One night, I asked casually, "How was your meeting with Stephen?" Raymond blinked. "Stephen? Oh, he cancelled." Interesting. Stephen and I had spoken on the phone that afternoon. He didn't cancel anything. That night, I stared at the ceiling while Raymond snored beside me. The air between us was cold, heavier than stone. I knew then, I was being played. Not by a stranger, but by the man I once trusted with my soul. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I waited. Because the one thing more dangerous than a woman scorned, is a woman who keeps calm. I made a few calls. Discreet ones. I hired a private investigator and gave him one instruction: I don't need theories, I need truth. Raymond didn't realize that while he was feeding someone else lies, I was quietly preparing a feast of consequences. All I needed was 3 days. The investigator didn't even need the full 3 days. On the second morning, I got a text from a number I saved under a fake name, Delivery Guy. The message was simple. Check your email. You'll find everything you need. I opened the folder while sitting at my desk, sipping black coffee like it was just another Tuesday. But what I saw boiled my blood and froze it at the same time. Photos. Crystal clear. Raymond, my husband of 8 years, holding hands with a woman half his age outside a hotel in West Hollywood. Tiffany. That was her name. Slim, fake smile, cheap extensions, and a wardrobe made of labels she couldn't pronounce. She looked like a knockoff handbag trying to pass as designer. The worst part wasn't the photos. It was the recordings. He told her he loved her. He told her I was cold, controlling, too busy for love. Funny. I was busy building the life he was spending on her. "You're my peace," he whispered to her in one recording. I nearly dropped the phone. Peace. After I paid for his failed business ideas. After I carried this marriage through sickness, recession, and betrayal. I was cold now. I didn't rage. I didn't pack my bags or show up screaming. I did what I've always done best, I made a plan. The next morning, I visited my private banker. We had quiet conversations in side rooms. I changed account authorizations, transferred large sums into new entities under a family trust, and began the quiet process of selling off everything we owned together. Property in Miami, listed. Vacation home in Aspen. Sold. The Rolls-Royce. Gone. The yacht he loved showing off on Instagram. Auctioned under a different LLC, by a friend of mine in Dubai. He didn't notice a thing. He was too busy booking meetings with Tiffany. I watched Tiffany, too. She posted every move on social media, new shoes, champagne brunches, cryptic captions like "good men are rare." Blessed to have mine face throwing a kiss. She didn't know I was following her with a burner account. But it wasn't enough to take him down. No. I wanted her to taste the bitterness too. So, I did what any strategic woman would do, I baited her. A business proposal came through one of her modeling contacts, an investment deal in a fake fashion brand, carefully crafted by yours truly. I sent a fake lawyer, fake designer, even built a fake online store. She bit. Oh, she bit hard. She posted about it. Signed the papers. Sent money. And within a week, she was slapped with a lawsuit for fraud, copyright infringement, and misrepresentation. Frozen accounts. Legal threats. Public humiliation. Tiffany's fairytale started crumbling faster than a house of cards in a windstorm. Raymond was too distracted to notice that everything around him was being sold, switched, or stripped away. Our house. Already in escrow under my name only. The land title. Quietly transferred. At night, he'd lie beside me, exhausted from lying to both me and her. I just smiled, tucked the covers around me, and said, "Good night, sweetheart." Inside, I was counting the days. The day I left, I made sure everything was perfect. The house was silent when I walked out, suitcase in hand. Not a goodbye. Not a note. Not even a slammed door. Raymond was at another meeting, probably with Tiffany, too blinded by her filtered selfies to see the storm coming. I boarded a plane to London that evening. A fresh start. Clean air. No noise, no lies. I had already secured a penthouse in Kensington, opened a consulting office for women-led startups, and poured my energy into something far more rewarding than a cheating husband, freedom. But the real show didn't start until a week later. Raymond came home one morning to flashing lights in the driveway. A tow truck was hauling the Bentley away. Two uniformed officers were standing at the door, papers in hand. And behind them, the new owners of the house. "Sir," one officer said, "you've been served. You have 24 hours to vacate the property. This home no longer belongs to you." He must have thought it was a joke. Probably laughed. But the documents were real. So were the foreclosure notices he ignored. So were the repossession orders for all the luxury cars that I had already sold or transferred. His name wasn't on anything anymore. Not even the business account. The accounts were frozen. The credit cards cancelled. He tried calling me. Sent emails. Left voicemails, pleading and demanding. I never responded. And Tiffany? She was drowning in legal trouble. The fashion brand I baited her with was now the center of a lawsuit she couldn't escape. Her Instagram turned from glamorous to desperate, quotes about betrayal, fake humility, and prayers for a second chance. Funny how karma always has perfect timing. Meanwhile, in London, my life blossomed. I'd walk the Thames in the mornings, tea in hand, my heart finally quiet. I reconnected with myself, the woman I was before Raymond dimmed my light. I laughed again. Slept deeply. Worked on my terms. People often ask me, don't you regret leaving everything behind? No. I didn't leave anything behind. I took everything with me, except the weight of betrayal. Raymond now lives in a rented apartment outside of LA, surviving on what's left of his pride. Tiffany vanished from social media. And me? I'm the woman who walked away, not broken, but built anew. When people say revenge is best served cold, they are wrong. Revenge is best served silent, with a smile on your face and peace in your soul. I didn't need to raise my voice. I just raised the standard. And when you do that, men like Raymond can't reach you anymore. If you find this story interesting and relatable, subscribe and hit on notifications. Your comments and likes go a long way too. Thank you for watching.